I'm here at Tent Bay in the east of the island, a rustic fishing village. Today was day 3 of the search efforts to recover the body of 16-year-old Alleyne school student Amalee. Many divers came out associated with the Barbados Coast Guard, as well as divers from the private sector, to assist in this morning's search, which extended into the early afternoon. With every minute, every hour, hope fades. What started out as perhaps a rescue mission is now turning out to be a recovery. We had some account of a few persons who were associated with Amalee, and we used this opportunity to actually get some comment from them about how they have been coping with this news that Amalee has been lost at sea. Listen to what they had to say.
I'm Paul Hamel-Smith, and I was a friend of Amalee's for the last couple of years. I met him through a shared love for fishing and the ocean, and since the first time we fished together, me, myself, and my brother and Amalee, he instantly became the first person that we would call whenever we were going fishing. He was an automatic member of the crew. He was an excellent fisherman, loved it as much as I did, which meant that we had a really close bond, even though we were more than a decade apart. One of the things I've been thinking about when I think about Amalee is something I used to tell him when we were preparing to go fishing, which was we'd be rigging the bait or tying the lines, and I'd tell him, remind him, Amalee, do it with love. And what I didn't know I was doing was he didn't need to be told that at all. Amalee lived those words. He did things with love. And what I actually did without realizing was I had set an alarm clock for myself. So whenever he saw me preparing and my head wasn't there, I wasn't in the right frame of mind, that he was the one that used that reminder to me constantly, telling me, Paul, do it with love, come on, prepare it with love, do it with love. And because he owned those words, I just used them a few times. I think Amalee did everything he did with love. And I know me and my crew will miss him way more than I could ever put into words. It was great to have known him for the short time that I did, and we're gonna miss him like crazy.
You are a member of the game fishing community in Barbados.
Yeah, that's right.
And I know Anthony has one particular team, and you are in a separate team. What's the name of your team?
We are Team Mamselle, is the name of our boat, and we fish either with Anthony or on our boat. We sort of jump between the two, depending on what the tournament is or whether we have a full crew or not. That's how the relationship with Amalee started. I met Amalee through Anthony, who I call Roy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over the past 2 days, have you been involved in the search and rescue effort? How has it been since learning about his disappearance at sea for you and your team?
Yeah, it's been incredibly tough. I first learned that Amalee was missing from Roy, who called me, and that gave me the news that he had gone out in a boat spearfishing and the boat had come back in without him. And shortly after that, I started trying to call to get a few boats to come and look for him, but we were losing light at that point and it was late in the evening. I spoke to my brother, who's also very close with Amalee, core part of the team, and he actually wrote a Facebook status asking for people to come out and to help, to search the beach to look from the shore with binoculars, and if they had drones to come and assist, maybe fly over the area and see if they could see something. And I posted my number to that status, and my phone didn't stop ringing for the evening with people offering to help, to come out and do what they could. I didn't get the names of anybody, but I know that a lot of people turned up. Me and my father came and we walked cattle wash, and as much as we could before we lost light. And then the next morning, I took my boat around the northern part of the island. Yesterday morning. Took my boat around the northern part of the island and searched in the north for a bit before coming up the east coast with a couple of other boats and looking at sea. And then just this morning we walked from Barclays Park to the end of the east coast, hoping to find something, but and we'll continue to do that.
Amalee wasn't just the boy jumping in the water to have fun. He was an experienced fisherman. Can you speak a bit about that experience?
Yeah, Amalee was, I never had the opportunity to go spearfishing with him, but I could tell you as a waterman and as a fisherman, he really was an incredible fisherman with the passion for it. There wasn't a whole lot that I could teach him or that I had to teach him. He taught me a lot, and I was really excited that we had somebody like him on our crew. To be a contributing member, but to be a friend. He was just a great guy, outstanding person, and yeah, a really competent seaman, fisherman.
As we wrap up, are there any words you would want to share with his friends and family during this difficult time?
I think that's difficult because I myself am trying to figure it out. I don't know.
Understood. I don't know. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, my name is Anthony Thompson, the co-owner of Remember Me Now Charters, which Amalee is the junior angler aboard that vessel. He represents Barbados in all the game fishing tournaments abroad and in Barbados. Amalee is a very good fisherman as far as I know, and he's capable of doing everything in the line of game fishing. He won Grenada Junior Angler 2 years ago in Grenada, doing Barbados proud. We are also sponsored by the Republic Bank, who represent us on their tournaments. Yeah, game fishing is a sport in Barbados where we target blue marlins, sailfish, white marlin, and other species. The blue marlin we have to release to get points. If you don't release them, you get no points. There are maximum weight that you can land, and that would be a record weight. Otherwise than that, you have to release them. Dolphin you can land, kingfish you can land, tunas you can land, marlin species.
How big is the sport in Barbados, and what is there obviously is a prize because it's a sport, a prize to be gained when one captures the varying species of fish?
Well, there is a prize for, it's a point system. So if you release a blue marlin, you get maximum point. A sailfish and a white marlin, the points are less. So you build up a point system over a period of 3 days, and you could then win the tournament by having the most points. The record is if you land a giant blue marlin over the weight of the record, you become the new record holder, and there's also a prize for that. Remember Me Now would have won in 2015. Amalee wasn't on board then. He joined us, I think, in 2016. And from 2016 to now, he's been a member of our tour.
And your name is,
Anthony Thompson.
and your team boat,
The boat name is Remember Me Now.
can you speak about then his experience level and his love for fishing and gaming based on how you know him?
Well, Amalee is such a good fisherman, believe it or not. At 15 years he captained our team to Grenada in the Billfish tournament 2 years ago. He was our captain as a junior. So I was just telling you how good the guy is.
What about his most recent tournament in January?
In January, he was the leader man on the rod, which means once this fish get to the boat, you have to leader it to the boat, take photos, make sure you have good photos, and then release the fish. That was his part in January.
Right. So game fishing is really not about killing the species per se, but it's really about capturing them, documenting that you've captured it, and then releasing it back into the wild. I think that's something that really needs to be underscored, that it is the return of the species of fish to its natural habitat.
And the blue marlin, we don't kill them. We release them. To keep the alive, you must release them. So if you kill it and bring it shore, you're the penalized. That's number one. So you definitely have to release them.
Now, how's your team feeling learning about what has happened over the last 2 days about his disappearance, and how is your team keeping up?
Well, right now our team is not taking it lightly. We have team members from all the way in Texas and in Canada. They are not taking it very well.
And what are your thoughts on the search and rescue operation to date? How have you been involved, if in any way?
Well, the search been going as good as we can get with the conditions of the sea right now, even today. Yesterday we was here all day and we were out searching after midday. But the divers are out there, and Roger Scuba, he is a professional diver. He taught Amalee his course in diving, and he's out there today trying to
Any thoughts for his family from your team, you, school family, his immediate family?
Right now, his mom is in a state. I mean, she can't even talk to him. God is the same, so we just take him because, you know.
All right. Anything else you would want to share? Or?
Maybe.
I am CG reporting for Handyman Media.